Hi guys, Dawn here. Today I'm going to be talking about the new movie with Batman in it, Superman in it, Wonder Woman in it, Aquaman in it, The Flash in it, Justice League. Justice League is a pretty cool film, and I'm going to be talking about it in super screen as well, which is the sort of big 4K HD projector screens that they have at the cinema. Right, this movie is huge budget. It's got a script written by Joss Whedon, who was behind The Avengers and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's been directed by Zack Snyder, who's behind stuff like Sucker Punch. I'm not a big Zack Snyder fan, I'm just going to say that. I think his work's pretty damn cheesy. Cheesy can kind of work in the context of this movie. I'm not a big fan of his. I'm a big fan of Joss Whedon, not a big fan of Zack Snyder. DC should be better than the Avengers, but Justice League for me unfortunately wasn't. I think it's because Superman is a bit Superman is quite a boring character, and they don't do too much with him in the movies. Like, they keep him being quite boring in the movies compared to the more popular comics. The comics that have won awards and done really well are when Superman was in Russia and becomes evil and works for Stalin, the Red Sun, and All-Star Superman, where Superman has cancer, is interviewing Lex Luthor in jail. I mean, these storylines not going to translate as a movie, and that's how it is for me with Superman. I think all the good Superman storylines are not going to translate well into movie. But he's not the only character in it. We've got Batman, who's always on really good form. Batman is always like, the big bat. I was a bit nervous about Ben Affleck playing him. I don't know, I just couldn't really see it, but he's actually quite decent as Batman. He's actually quite a good Batman. I think Wonder Woman, you get to see a lot more ass-kicking action with the Amazons as well, and Wonder Woman herself in this movie than you actually did in her own film. I felt her own film was a bit of a Casablanca, a bit of a romantic war film. This is her kicking ass. This is her with the lasso, kicking people in the face. A lot more of what I expected to see in the original Wonder Woman film. The standout for this film has got to be Aquaman. Aquaman, played by Jason Momoa, he's an absolute tank. I remember him from Stargate when he's got the dreads, so seeing him from Game of Thrones to now to Aquaman, he's changed a lot. He's not how I remember him anyway from Stargate, but I guess being an Atlantean is, maybe he's getting typecast as an Atlantean. He was great in the film. He's funny, he's hardcore. I don't know why they dyed parts of his hair blonde, maybe to make him look more like Aquaman, but it just didn't work, because he blatantly does not have blonde hair. They chose the darkest haired guy they possibly could, and then gave him blonde highlights to be like, yeah, he's kind of like Aquaman. And you're like, no, giving him blonde hair highlights does not make him look like Aquaman. You chose someone that looks nothing like Aquaman, and he is playing Aquaman perfectly well, but the highlights just have to stop. Flash was funny enough in it. Didn't really see too much of him though. He's just maybe a bit of comic relief in the film. I think the film's got some good action and stuff, but it just wasn't memorable enough. Maybe the villain's not memorable enough, Steppenwolf. I don't know, it just wasn't, it didn't really have the same character arcs as you've been seeing in the Marvel, Avengers, Disney movies. It was a bit more action orientated, and I do think that's maybe just an emphasis that Zack Snyder does seem to put on his films, that they're all quite action based. The effects were top notch, the effects were really, really good, but they were kind of ruined for me because it was in super screen. And this is where I'm going to say with super screen, you don't really want to see films, the kind of films you want to see in super screen are big budget films. But the problem with that is once you look at CGI in 4K, you can see that it's CGI. It's really obvious, the CGI looks kind of crummy in 4K. You can do it yourself and you can look at really high HD trailers for films on YouTube, and you will see that it always looks like a movie set. Like, there's something about the high definition that actually makes it always look fake. Like, the more you can see, the more fake it looks. I think that's a big problem with this. Like, if you go see this in 4K, you will see the exact scene, like the exact frame, like the exact second that it changes from the real actor to the CGI actor. And in this film, it's like so much CGI in it. So you're going to see like, oh, that's such and such standing. Oh no, now that's the CGI version of them. And that kind of means you know when the action's coming up, because you literally see the switch to CGI. And that's saying something, because CGI is so good these days, it's really hard to tell the difference. But in super screen, you can. You can definitely tell the difference in super screen. I don't know, like, if you're a big movie buff, I think you have to go see it in super screen. You will see all the effects, but the action will also be HD and beautiful. The surround sound quality will be a lot better. Your seats will be comfier. Got more leg room, that kind of stuff in super screen as well. So it's really up to you. I mean, I think it's fine to go see it in 2D. I don't know if the 3D is any good, but super screen, it's a bit cringe sometimes on the bad CGI. I mean, I would say this is a kind of average movie. Like, it is good, but I wouldn't say it was a must-see. I wouldn't say it was as good as Thor. I wouldn't say, but it was better than Iron Man 3, if you know what I mean. Like, not as good as Thor Ragnarok, better than Iron Man 3. Sort of somewhere in the middle where it's not quite as good as the Batman movies, but it's better than some of the other trash. If you're a massive Justice League fan or a fan of any of the characters, like, you should definitely go see it. But don't go see it if you're just going to see it for the Flash, because he's not in it as much as you'd like. If you've seen Justice League, let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. If you've not seen it, then you can let me know if you're going to see it or why you've not gone to see it. If you could leave me a like as well, that'd be great. Clicking the button below. It's free. As is subscribing to me, completely free, so please subscribe and leave a like and a comment. Lots of love. Take care, guys.